Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me on my video. I want to say a big thank you to this store for letting me film in here. I'll leave all the information in the description box below. But yeah, on to today's video. 6 ways that you can make changes in your life right now to start leading more impactful days, start being the change that you want to see in the world. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is water use. Now, we use a lot of water in small daily habits, but over the days and over the years and over the months and everything, all those small daily habits add up to a lot of water. Canadians are the second highest consumer of water globally per capita than any other nation in the world except the United States. And Canadians generally don't like being compared to the United States, so the further we can get away from that comparison, the better. Small things that we can do are monitoring your water use when you're brushing your teeth, when you're doing the dishes by hand, when you're cooking especially. A lot of unnecessary water may be used when boiling. Just make sure you boil the correct amount of water, not over boiling too much. And flushing unnecessarily. If you go to the bathroom and you realize that someone else is going to be going to the bathroom right after you, maybe work out a system at home where you guys don't have to be flushing every single time if it's clean and sanitary to do so. Next, energy use. So lights is a huge one. My biggest tip for this is always just reminding myself, as soon as I leave the room, the lights go off. Now, this will not only save you time and money, but yeah, it'll also save the planet a lot of wasted energy. Energy that it takes to boil water in a tea kettle is really important. When you're doing the dishes, or use the amount of heat for the amount of food that you're requiring. So if you're just going to heat something small, try not using the oven, maybe go for one of those smaller convection ovens, or even the microwave would be fine as well. Yeah, and another one that I find really unnecessary is clothes dryers. Now, anyone who works at a clothing store or knows a lot about clothing will tell you that dryers are so bad for your clothes. They'll shrink the material. They really do a lot of damage to the actual materials themselves, making your clothes not last as long. So skipping that step and drying your clothes using a drying rack is a really great way to save a lot of energy. So next is transportation. Walking is a really great way to reduce your transportation footprint. You can also try skating or biking, or if you live in a colder climate, you can try carpooling, or even just thinking about driving less, planning your days so that the days that you do have to drive, you get everything done that you need to in those one trips and avoid going back and forth all the time with a car. So the next one is shopping. It's really fun to incorporate in your life. It takes a bit of time to get used to, but as soon as you start diving into it, it just becomes so much more fun to go shopping and reducing your impact when shopping. So for this, my tips are buying secondhand, borrowing, trading, or buying less to start off with. So there's a really big movement right now starting, which is the minimalist movement, buying things that are, well, I don't even know the proper definition of the minimalist movement, but in general, it just means that you're buying only what you need and getting rid of things in your life that are causing clutter or aren't always to your personal benefit. So the next one is food. We do this 3 times every day, and each time it's really important to make conscious choices about where your food is coming from and where it's going after you're done eating it. Not that way. So yeah, some good tips for reducing your impact through your food choices is by eating plant-based. Now, there's a lot of research on this. Do your own research to come up with your own opinions on this, but plant-based is for sure a really easy way and a really effective way to reduce your environmental impact if that's your main concern. So eating plant-based, buying local, that also reduces the transportation. Organic, composting, those are all really great tips that you can start doing today to reduce your impact when eating food. So the next thing is just some tips about things that I like to bring with me to reduce my impact on those just in case scenarios. So my top things that I always bring with me: a water bottle or a liquids container, which is generally I like to use the stainless steel ones because they retain heat as well as cold drinks. A reusable bag, cutlery, I like to bring chopsticks, a spoon, and a straw, and I find that that gets me covered through all types of situations. You could also try thinking of bringing a little fork and knife set rather than chopsticks if that's what you prefer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips really help you. Please let me know in the comments below which tips you thought were the best. Also, if you really enjoyed this video, I really appreciate a thumbs up. Those tell me that you like the types of videos that I'm doing, you enjoy watching them, they're entertaining for you, and that you want me to keep making one. And yeah, if you have a suggestion actually about a video you want me to make, a topic you're interested in but you don't have the time to do all the research for yourself, please let me know in the comments below and I'll try making that video for you. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of me. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!